I say Royals, you probably think Kansas City, right? When I say the Chiefs, you think Kansas City. When I say Sporting KC, you think soccer. Kansas City. So Kansas City is definitely known by its sports teams. But I believe that Kansas City is so much more. It is one of my favorite places. And I love Kansas City. And that's what I've come here to share with you today. In fact, the title of my speech was called, what did I say? No. What was the title of the speech?
My roots.
Anyway, the title of my speech mentioned Iowa. I'm from Iowa. I grew up in Iowa. I went to the University of Iowa. My parents live in Iowa. My grandparents still live on a farm in Iowa. I am rooted deeply in Iowa. It's where I'm from. However, my heart is in Kansas City. I love this city, like I said. I love finding new things to do, exploring new areas, looking into things. And I love it when other people love my city. So one of the things I decided to do this year, I started a new Facebook page. It's called 52 Things to Do in Kansas City with Chaos. It could be. We might add that. I might add that as a little tagline. But 52 Things to Do in Kansas City. Because, like I said, I love going out and exploring new things. So we know that Kansas City is known for its sports, especially over the last few years. But did you know that Kansas City is also known for its art and culture? In fact, we were ranked number 19 as a hotbed for art and culture as far as a city, which is pretty impressive considering the size of Kansas City. And Yelp actually, I think this was in 2015, ranked the Nelson Art Gallery number 1 as far as a museum to go to in the entire United States. And the World War I Museum as number 5. So we have 2 in the top 5, which is pretty impressive as well. So we have those. We have great museums. We also have Prairie Fire over here, which is impressive as well. And then we also have the Crossroads District. And we are also rooted deeply in jazz music here in Kansas City. We have the Kaufman Center. We have Johnson County Performing Arts. I don't know if you've ever been out here, but that is an incredible place. We have so many arts, so I want to encourage you to go out and explore. A lot of those things are free, but a lot of them cost. But there's so much to do. In addition to that, we are also very well known for our food and drink. We like to eat here in Kansas City. We like to eat barbecue. We like to eat steaks. We just like to eat. We have a lot of restaurants. Where's Bud? He was with the travel and business. We have a lot of restaurants in Kansas City. And we have a lot of beer in Kansas City, which I didn't really know. But it's one of the things on one of the weeks. I looked up microbreweries because I like microbreweries. But we are rated by Travel and Leisure magazine number 2 in the city for beer lovers. We have that many microbreweries and craft beers. I could make a whole website on craft beers. So we have sports, we have arts, we have food, and we are also very family oriented, which is one of the things that I love about Kansas City. When people come in for real estate, and we're talking about Kansas City, there's a lot of things I can talk about, but being a family-oriented place, I think makes it a great place to raise a family. There, again, are tons of free things you can do with your kids, lots of activities that are geared around kids. And another thing that I love about the Midwest, I think, but Kansas City in particular, and actually another page that I was considering starting but decided to go with this one, is generosity. The Kansas City area gives so much back to the community. And the more I looked into things and organizations that we give back to, the more organizations I found that we give back to. And of course there's, big ones like Harvesters and Operation Breakthrough and Heart to Heart International and some of these other really big ones. But there's also little ones, just like what Chad and Richard did here for our club, or what Angela's doing with some of the blankets, or Hot Soup, which is another great one that's just going out to people where they are. And so again, we could make 52 places you could contribute in Kansas City if we wanted to. So we have sports, we have art, we have food and drink. We're a great family place, and we're very generous with our money. The thing that I think makes a lot of this work is that Kansas City is also very accessible. So a couple years ago, last year we were in New York. That's a nightmare to get around. I've driven through Los Angeles, don't want to go there. Been to Chicago several times. And what I know about Chicago from being at the University of Iowa, we had a lot of Chicago people, is that people that live in Chicago, they say they live in Chicago, live in a suburb of Chicago. And a lot of people that actually say they live in Chicago have never been downtown Chicago, believe it or not. I met people in school that had never been downtown. So in Kansas City, we have the opportunity to do that. We can travel about anywhere in 30 minutes. You can easily get downtown. You can go to the Kauffman Center. You could go to the Crossroads. You could go to the Sprint Center. Any of those things can be a quick trip. You can get from Blue Springs to Bonner Springs in 30 minutes if you wanted to. You can get up north from the airport down south. So the accessibility in Kansas City, I think, makes all of this possible. You can actually get to places, experience them, and still get back home to your families. It makes it a great thing. So, like I said, I love Kansas City. I hope you kind of find some new things that you want to explore in Kansas City. So the next time I say family-oriented, generous city, you think Kansas City. All right. Next time I say hotbed of all art and culture, you say Kansas City. Next time I say kick-ass breweries, you say Kansas City. All right. See you on Facebook.